Welcome back to the Olathe Northwest Soccer Invitational here at the College Boulevard Activities Complex in Olathe, Kansas. It's the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week, the second of our doubleheader tonight. Blue Valley Southwest facing off against Olathe Northwest, who has the home field advantage here, Connell. Olathe Northwest finished third in the state last year. They're hoping to get one game further this year. They lost a few key seniors, but they have a really good core back this year. Should be a really good game with them. Maybe being a slight favorite. Let's start with Blue Valley Southwest, led by Coach Eric Jones. And their lineup, nice balance of juniors, sophomores, just one senior, though. That's Reagan Cannon, who we talked about. But otherwise, it's a lot of younger players. Everybody else starting lineup is a junior, sophomore, or freshman. So nice balance on this team for Blue Valley Southwest.
Yeah, he's lucky in that they only lost 2 starters in the offseason last year. Coming back, most of these players, they've been around before. They know what the coach wants. They know how he likes to play. And it seems like they're starting to buy into his system. Let's see how they fare in this first half.
All right, Olathe Northwest Ravens, Coach Chris Graham, taking a look at their starting lineup. And again, this is a team that finished third in the state last year. We mentioned Mimi Hallier, Ruby Wexler, the sophomore center forward, also a very dangerous player. This is a team that's loaded on offense, and they're going to be a handful for a lot of teams again this year.
Yeah, Coach Graham, look, he didn't mince his words. He said this is probably going to be their toughest test of the season. They've had some pretty good games so far, but he thinks these two teams match up very well, and he really appreciates and respects what Southwest have done and what their program has achieved. So he said it will be a big test, but not one that they're going to shirk away from.
Olathe Northwest in the black jerseys. Blue Valley Southwest, the Timberwolves in the white jerseys. Blue Valley Southwest may have the biggest jersey numbers, Connell, I've ever seen on the back of the jersey. Very helpful for us here in the booth.
Indeed, yep. They were definitely designed by a commentator, I would say.
It'll be Olathe Northwest, though, to get possession first, and we are underway. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Again, Blue Valley just won the previous game 2-0 over Blue Valley North. They are on to the tournament final. They'll face the winner of this match between Blue Valley Southwest and Olathe Northwest. Wind was a huge factor in the first game tonight. We would think it's probably going to be the same in this one. Going right to left on your TV, 20-mile-an-hour winds consistently, gusts up over 40 miles an hour. So in the first half, it'll be Blue Valley Southwest with the wind at their backs. Olathe Northwest going into the wind here in the first 40 minutes.
Yeah, it might just balance it up a little bit. You see Olathe are technically playing at home here in this tournament. They're obviously very used to playing on this pitch. So maybe that will even it up a little that they're actually against the wind in this first half.
I would think if Olathe Northwest gets to the half tied or ahead, even tied, I think they'd feel pretty happy knowing they have that win in the second 40 minutes as first foul of the match goes against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you've seen Hannah Palmer trying to get involved right away. She's one of the players that was highlighted to us.
Physical play on both sides, right?
Yep. Yeah, both of them were going for it. They were both eager to get that ball. Very early tussle. Both players want to show the other that this game ain't for the faint-hearted.
Aspen Patterson going to take this free kick for Olathe Northwest. She's a box-to-box midfielder, gets up the field on offense, tracks back on defense. Low line drive into the box. Not a bad strategy into this wind. It falls to one of her teammates who chips it to the back post just wide. Ball still not totally out of danger. Now it is cleared out there by Olathe Northwest, or I should say by Blue Valley Southwest. Southwest earns a foul. They'll get a free kick of their own here. Maybe going to take this quickly.
Yeah, it was a really intelligent ball in there in the first place by Aspen Patterson. Obviously knowing what the wind is here, she kind of relied on it to carry the ball. And it did. It ended up staying in play, creating a dangerous chance for Northwest.
Really good ball there. Ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Blue Valley Southwest, and again, 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds pretty consistently. We're under a wind advisory. They say gusts could be as high as 45 miles an hour, so the temperature's great, 63 degrees, but again, that wind's pretty stiff. From the south, going right to left on your TV. And again, it'll be at the back of the Timberwolves from Blue Valley Southwest here in the first half.
Yeah, you can bet that Southwest were watching that first game and thinking about how they were going to play if they did have the win in this first half.
It's a good idea, but just a bit overhead. And again, it might be the wind pushing that just a bit too far as goalkeeper Sydney Schnarr called into action for the first time tonight.
Yep, alarm bells were ringing there. The ball went forward. Seemed to be traveling at too much of a pace, like we've seen in the first game. Could happen a few times, but we're going to keep trying it.
Olathe Northwest, long ball forward is cut out.
It was good work initially from Aspen Patterson, but she loses out. It could be a counter-attack on here.
Offside flag is up.
Yeah, she just ran from inside the opponent's half, slightly offside.
Be a free kick coming up here for Blue Valley Southwest.
It's a good opportunity early on to knock the ball long. Try and give the defense something to think about here. Oh, it's a good ball.
Be a free kick coming up for the home side. Olathe Northwest. Again, just 5 minutes in here. Neither side with the chance.
Yeah, Hannah Palmer just seemed to stray offside there when that ball was headed back towards her.
Free kick for Northwest. Be a goal kick coming up here for Olathe Northwest. Over the end line, and look at the wind just push that. Another goal kick, and even though Olathe Northwest, you think maybe a slight favorite coming in after finishing third in the state last year. That wind's a big equalizer. I think they'd be pretty happy to get it to halftime and all squared as Ginger Johnson puts her right foot into it.
Yeah, you can see that wind is really sticking there as Hannah Palmer tries to create space for herself.
She's been really good here in the first few minutes. Some emergency defending here from the Ravens. Going to play it out of the back instead, just booting it out. Risky strategy, but they get away with it. I guess with this win, a long ball forward's not a great plan either.
Johnson had to be on her toes there because Hope Kim was gaining ground on her in hot pursuit of that stray ball.
Like that was a foul, and no foul is called. The referee really letting him play here in the first few minutes. It goes back to Johnson, the goalkeeper. Her pass barely gets past that front line of Blue Valley Southwest.
Oh, lovely touch.
Really good stuff here. It's Lainey Palmer, the freshman. Dribbling towards the area, past the defender. Palmer dispossessed. Well, if she would have gone to ground there, that might have been a penalty kick. There was some contact right there at the edge of the box.
Yeah, I have to give her credit for staying on her feet. There's a lot of people that would have went right down there. And you can see That is why players tend to go to ground, because if you stay on your feet, you very, very rarely get the call. That's good wing play early from the freshman.
Big free kick for the Ravens from Olathe Northwest, right near midfield. They're going to play it short. It's Ava Patterson with it near sideline, now back to the middle. The Northwest still looking for that first shot. Going to roll over the end line again. Again, these passes need to be much softer than you would expect, not only on the fast turf, but with that wind pushing it. We've seen that a lot in the first few minutes of both these games tonight. Passes just a bit overstruck going from right to left.
You can just see the junior Addie Lang in the middle of the park there, just screaming instructions at her teammates, just trying to keep their shape, not trying to force anything. Just because of this wind, they know the chances will come. They just have to be clinical.
Physical defending there. Offside flag goes up, though.
Offside on the Timberwolves.
And again, you got to respect Hannah Palmer, who's been very aggressive, getting into lots of good spots here in the first few minutes of this game, and nearly got on the receiving end of that one.
Yeah, she's very, very quick off the mark. So just a bit too eager to make her run. She seems to be very quick.
Right on cue, she gets it again. Right-footed shot is blocked. Off the chest of Palmer, still loose in the box. Scouting report on her from Coach Eric Jones was great pace and a non-stop motor. We've seen both those things here in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, the defense were blowing black smoke chasing her there that time. Once she gets going, she's going to be hard to stop. Those center backs are going to have to keep their eye on her. See here, she takes that one on the chest. Just giving the handball.
Yeah, the Timberwolves on the front foot. Using the wind to their advantage, but it's cut out there by Mimi Halyard, star winger for Olathe Northwest. It's good swarming defense there by Blue Valley Southwest. Able to earn a corner kick just at the last moment there.
And that's just down to the relentless work there from Hope Kim. Not the first time. She wants to catch those defenders flat-footed. She does really well the pressure here. So it looks like it's a nothing ball. The defender's trying to shepherd out. Hope Kim does really well. And they're going to try and take advantage of this.
We saw in the last game, these set pieces can wreak havoc with this wind, especially it's a high lofted ball. We'll see if that's the strategy here for the Timberwolves. Left-footed, it is high, it is looping in. Ball loose in the box. Here's the shot, it's blocked. Now sent into the box, runners there but headed out. Offside flag is up as the whole sequence started with a nice corner kick from Reagan Cannon. And again, if you put it up high into this wind, it's going to cause some problems. Olathe Northwest, good defending though after the ball came in.
Yeah, credit to them, they got out well. They moved as a unit there. All it takes is one stray defender to play them on.
Timberwolves tried to take the throw in quickly, but it actually is a throw in for the Ravens.
And Mimi Palmer just trying to be cute. Don't mind that, sometimes it goes for you.
It's a good throw in, but Blue Valley Southwest able to win it back. Long ball forward, I think she was in an offside position. The flag is down though. Palmer trying to get off a shot. Double teamed in the box, there's some contact there, they gotta be careful. Referee says no penalty. Anna Palmer not super happy about that. She was fighting tooth and nail trying to get a shot off. Looked like she might have gotten tugged down. Let's take a look here.
I think it was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, honestly. She's really strong, seems to do really well. Yeah, there's not too much in that you can differentiate, but she is a constant thorn in the side. of this Northwest team.
Olathe Northwest offense has been unable to get out of the gates. Maybe it's going to change right here. No, great defending by Blue Valley Southwest instead. Actually going to be a foul called in favor of the Timberwolves.
It's really, really good stuff. Really good defending there. Very assured. It was Addie Lang again. Seems to be an older head back there, taking some of this on. What a ball from Lang.
Great idea, and this is going to stay in, I think. Sprinting to get there is Hope Kim. Is she going to shoot her cross? She's going to send it across the face of goal, and what a great idea, just a bit behind her runner.
She done everything right. Everything right. Hope Kim, Hannah Palmer held her run to the penalty box. She was surrounded by two strikers, so Hope Kim just fizzed it across the 6-yard box, hoping that it would take a touch off someone. Just evaded everybody.
Would have been a tap in if that could have stayed on target, just inches behind.
Really intelligent play from the three forwards of Southwest.
Blue Valley Southwest has been the better team here the first 14 minutes of the match. Saw the same thing in the last game where that story totally changed in the second half when the teams reversed fields and the wind switched. See how this plays out in this game. Let's take another look here, Connell, as it was a great ball forward that set up that goal-scoring chance, and looked like it was just inches off on the cross. Let's take another look.
Really, really smart ball forward from Addie Lang. Hope Kim shows tremendous athleticism to keep the ball in. She just tries to fizz it across to the oncoming Lainey Palmer. Just evades her. Good defending in the end from Northwest.
Hope Kim didn't really have an angle to shoot. She had to cross, and then it was trying to find the run and just put it inches behind Lainey Palmer, like you said.
And I think she was looking for Hannah Palmer. But she just held her run, tried to hold off.
Another good ball here. Palmer gets it back. This time it is Hannah Palmer. You know, she'd like to shoot. Instead, she tried to lay it off. That pass is cut out. Palmer gets it back. Now ball sent in towards the back post. Kim can't get there. It's going to be a goal kick for the Ravens.
That was a good ball again. And that was Hannah Palmer, lightning quick feet. Keeping that attack alive. Good ball into the box, but just nobody are there around, sniffing around, waiting on it. That's good work from Hollier.
Hollier hasn't been able to get on the ball much. She's one of the stars for the Ravens. Trying to dribble between two defenders. Now a third defender wins the challenge. Good stuff again by the Timberwolves.
She had to win that challenge. That's really good work from Mimi Hollier, dragging her team all the way up the field.
It's a little slow after that one. Can't blame her. That was a big collision.
It was the first chance she's really had to run at Northwest.
Palmer again.
Southwest, pardon me.
Yeah, been causing all sorts of trouble here, but her cross unable to get through. Big collision there. Hollier again getting beat up here. Referee says play on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Played over the sideline. Everybody will catch their breath for a second. Been a physical, fast-paced first 16 minutes here.
It really has been frantic. This past 5 minutes or so, the ball's been changing hands a lot. You can see both teams really trying to get things going offensively, showing the other one that they're not scared. This may be Olathe's home field, but Southwest coming in here with a bit of a swagger about them.
Freshman Kai Deschler and fellow freshman Chloe Palmer come on for Blue Valley Southwest. Lainey Palmer and Ava Petrie leave the field momentarily. Sure we'll see them back in here at some point. Maybe a chance here for the Timberwolves. Into the box, now cutting back to the left foot. Low line drive, finds the back of the net. What a shot from long range, and Blue Valley Southwest has an early lead.
That was tremendous. Sadie Sant, she's looked bright in the early stages here. But she still has a lot to do when she gets the ball on the edge of the box here. Really, really well. You can't say it hasn't been coming. Southwest have really been threatening. using that wind to full advantage. It was Sadie Sant. Draws first blood here.
Well, not only did she hit it well, but what placement here.
Yeah, you can see she has a lot to do. Lovely little curl in. Puts it past the goalkeeper. It's really, really good work.
You know, most players wouldn't want to cut back to their left foot unless they have to, but she made it look like it was her natural foot. Really good strike there to get Blue Valley Southwest the early lead, and now Olathe Northwest trying to answer back right away. Again, the referee's really letting the girls play out there. Not a lot of fouls called, not even there. At some point, that may have to change. There's big physical challenge after physical challenge, Connell. We've just seen it nonstop here in the first half.
So that's what we like to see. As you can see, Sadie Sant being highlighted here. It'll be interesting to see how many times she's making that late run into the box. Seems to be more of a holding midfielder back there with Addie Lang. But she's seen the opportunity there. She had to show great composure, great technical skill. She showed all of the above as she separates the two sides.
Offside flag goes up. Ruby Wexler just left the field for Olathe Northwest, their star center forward. You need to try to get back into this. Again, it could be a totally different game in the second half, as that wind will be in favor of the home side, Olathe Northwest, but credit to Blue Valley Southwest as they've used it to their advantage. Have that 1-goal lead.
Yeah, they really are keeping this pressure on. You can see right now, anytime there's a turner, we've got 2 or 3 white jerseys around them. It's a ball for Deschler to chase.
It's good shielding of the ball here on the near sideline by Ava Patterson. She'll take the throw in for the Ravens.
And the midfield of Southwest really winning the battle here. Deschler and Sant in the middle. Addie Lang back there tidying everything up. There's a ball to chase.
This could be danger here. The Ravens need to be careful defensively, and they are. Playing it smartly over the near sideline. Still a throw-in, though, coming up for Blue Valley Southwest. Defending by Cabby Abendroth, Jr.
She done really well there, getting across to cover.
Ball sent in, chested down, cleared out, not fully out of danger yet, and now it is. Somehow ball stays in on the near sideline. That's good for the Timberwolves. So they may be able to send it into the box here. Ball sent in, it deflects. Timberwolves trying to get a shot off here. Long range, right-footed shot goes wide.
Sant again, just on the mouth of the goal there. She's certainly not scared to have a go anyway. Takes it, just kind of slices it. She tries to get the shot off. It'll certainly be something that a coach likes to see.
Collier plays it back. Good stuff there by Patterson. Good idea back to the middle, but her pass is cut out.
That's Lang again. Seems to be sweeping up everything in the middle there. Winning a foul. Very, very clever player, Addie Lang.
You mentioned Olathe Northwest finished 3rd place in the state playoffs last year. But Blue Valley Southwest also returning a very good team. They only lost 2 starters off last year's team. The team has a lot of freshmen and sophomores, so now they have a lot of sophomores and juniors this year. And Coach Eric Jones told us, very balanced team, dynamic up top, solid defense, good midfield. And they've shown well here the first 20-plus minutes of the match.
They really have. And that's Lang again in the middle there, getting things going offensively. She's something of a linchpin in the middle. Everything seems to go through her. She is sitting a little bit behind Deschler. And Sadie Sant as well, but She's there to mop up anything.
Foul on
A
Southwest.
huge collision there. Unfortunate both players got up. It'll be a free kick for Olathe Northwest. We saw Ginger Johnson take that goal kick. On the other end, Kylie Riggs, Timberwolves goalkeeper, is yet to be called into action yet. That doesn't change soon. It'll certainly change in the second half when the Ravens have the wind at their back. It's a good idea. Ball may be just a bit too far, and it is. Looked like Hannah Palmer might be able to run onto that, but the wind pushed it just over the end line. Let's take a look at this big collision here, Connell, from about a minute ago on the goal kick.
Yep. Well, yep, right in pushing the back. Let's see why the referee gave it the way he did. Not too much in it, though. Both just competing for the ball.
Good step again as Ava Patterson's had a really good start defensively for Olathe Northwest. She's all over the field. Good ball to the middle, dispossessed, but a foul is given right at the edge of the center circle. Ravens look to take it quickly, cut out though.
Yeah, I could see what she was trying to do. Good idea. Trying to play the ball over the top to Mimi Hallier.
Boy, talk about shielding the defender there, as it looked like that could be a breakaway opportunity for Olathe Northwest, and what a great job by Sadie Sant just shielding the ball and making herself get fouled. Good stuff.
Yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing there. Putting her body in the way, forcing the foul to be drawn. Making the referees mind up for him. Really, really clever play. You can see there's an intelligence about this Southwest team.
Another goal for Southwest would be huge. And what a great ball here behind the defense. Palmer gets on the end of this. Barely keeps it in place somehow. Looks like it's 99% over the line. Look at Palmer fighting for it. It trickles towards the goal and kicked out. What a crazy sequence.
She didn't really know what to do with it there.
When I thought she was going to get a shot for sure, then I think it got out of her reach, but still somehow stayed just barely in.
It was a brilliant ball to her originally. You didn't really expect her to get to it, but you can see
this again, yeah.
tremendous ball through. Palmer, she just never really seems to get hold of it. It's always rolling away from her. Caution goes out the window there by the defender. Back to the goalkeeper to clear. It's a good opportunity, though, to double the lead there for Southwest.
I'll tell you what, Hannah Palmer is fun to watch play, and I would not want to defend her in her physical style of play. She is relentless.
Absolutely. Looks like very, very quick player. Rapid, fast. Anytime the ball's into space. You're not really betting against her. It all comes from the work of this midfield. Doing really, really well. Reading each other's runs. Fighting for each other, dropping in for each other. You can tell that this is a team that have played together a lot.
Connell, in your eyes, is this setting up like the last game did, where it's two pretty even teams, and whatever we see in the first half, which has been Blue Valley Southwest being the better team, that we may not see the same scenario in the second half when they switch ends?
Well, Southwest seem to be very well drilled. Don't know if they'll give up a lot in the second half if they continue to play the way they are in this first. As you said, goalkeeper pretty much untested in these first 25 minutes or so. They just seem to be able to read each other very, very well, able to cover for each other, not really throwing caution to the wind and lumping everyone forward. You can see they haven't really deviated from their 4-2-3-1 formation. Addie Lang back there helping out. And there's Sant as well. Looked like Palmer had run in the offside position anyway. They get the throw as the pass wasn't completed.
Good defense here by the Ravens. Long ball forward. It's cut out, though, by the Timberwolves defense. Now just booted straight up in the air. We've seen all night this can be dangerous. It's going to bounce around and blow on the field. Timberwolves are going to run onto it, chipped into the box. Emergency defending needed here. Blue Valley Southwest long-range curling shot is saved.
Good effort.
It's Ginger Johnson stopping that one.
Yeah, goalkeeper wasn't really worried. It was a good effort on goal, though. Those hopeful balls forward for Northwest aren't really paying dividends at the minute. Meat and drink for the defenders at the minute.
Over the near sideline, throw-in coming for Olathe Northwest. Got substitution coming as well. Let's take another look. There's another chance for the Timberwolves, but at the end, a pretty easy save by Ginger Johnson.
And that's Chloe Palmer, another of the freshmen. As you can see, none of them are phased anyway. Any question of nerves seem to be put out in this first 28 minutes or so.
Star winger Mimi Halyard getting a break for Olathe Northwest. They're swarming defensively right now, trying to work their way back into this game through defense.
That's good work there from Northwest, crowding out the midfield, outnumbering them maybe for the first time in this first half.
And just a reminder, very different substitution rules here in high school soccer than professional soccer. You can substitute and come back in, and it's much more like basketball substitutions than traditional pro soccer subs. So just because Mimi Halyard just came out does not mean she can't come back in. I'm sure we'll see her again, and she'll play most of this match. Another long ball forward. Will this one stay in? It doesn't matter as the offside flag goes up. There we see Halyard, the senior. Sunflower League Player of the Year and the Kansas Class 6A Co-Forward of the Year last year. She also broke the single-season scoring record for the Olathe Northwest Ravens. And like you said earlier, Connell should be playing at Michigan State next year. So a very good player that Blue Valley Southwest has completely kept her under wraps here the first 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah, they done well isolating her, not really letting her get the ball going towards the Southwest goal. They've done really, really well crowding her out.
Olathe Northwest has not been able to find much of this game offensively. Be really surprised if they don't look better offensively in the second half when they have that win at their back, but we'll have to see how that plays out. It's been very impressive so far by the Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest.
Yeah, you can see they'll probably give it a real go in this second half. Anything they get from this first half might be a bit of a bonus going in there. As you can see, it really is a wind that has played havoc.
Free kick taken short. Livy Spurgeon, the senior, playing it forward. Battle for the ball. It's won by Northwest. Long-range shot into a big wind. Diving save, and that's the first time we've seen the goalkeeper for Blue Valley Southwest, Kylie Riggs, called into action. Had to make a diving save, and that was really well struck.
Yeah, that was Aspen Patterson again. Can't really blame her. I think she just thought we haven't had any other chances here. Might as well make the goalkeeper work.
Yeah, even though it's a long shot going into that stiff wind, I like the idea of getting something. Like you said, you got to make sure the goalkeeper's awake back there. And first shot on goal here for Olathe Northwest. Well struck, but the wind really slowed that down.
Easy for the goalkeeper to corral at the end, but don't know. As we said, as we've seen in the last game, anything can happen when you hit the ball towards the goal.
Well, in that case, it was wind kind of knocked it down, but the wind also made it drop and made it more of a diving save than just a routine catch. So can still have trouble even shooting into the wind.
Yeah, on another day, that's parried, and there's a Northwest attacker waiting to pounce on it. You can understand the idea from Patterson.
Like you said, at some point, you're just desperate to get anything positive on the offensive end, and that's the first shot on goal for the Ravens. It'll be a throw-in for the Timberwolves on the far sideline now. Just 9 minutes left to go here in the first half. Again, we're under a wind advisory. Wind consistently around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Gusts up to 45. Got to call the foul there, no doubt. There was an elbow in the back there. A little bit of a forearm shiver.
I think she's going to be lucky to get away without a yellow card there. That was a promising attack from Northwest. She pretty much stopped it in its tracks.
Like you said, that could have easily been a yellow card there. No play on the ball. Free kick sent forward, low line drive, cleared out by Southwest. It's Palmer again, who's been quiet the last 10 minutes or so, but what a ball forward here. It's a 1-on-4 though, that's the problem for the Timberwolves. Now there's some support offensively. Good ball here. Palmer gets it back. Maybe going to tee up a long-range shot. She does it, pulls it just wide. She absolutely blistered that one. But Hannah Palmer unable to keep it on frame.
Really, really good work from Palmer. Would have been a hint of handball at the very start of that attack. But you can see she busts a gut to get up there into shooting range. Whiskers away.
And the goalkeeper beat, it looked like.
Ginger Johnson was scrambling.
Now Johnson's going to boot it forward, but again, the wind knocks it down. It's intercepted. Now another long-range shot, and a diving save this time by Johnson. It's going to be a corner kick for Blue Valley Southwest, but 2 straight long-range rockets by the Timberwolves.
Almost the architect of her own downfall there, Johnson. Just the weak clearance landing at the foot of Hope Kim. She tries to aim for that bottom corner. She does well to get across though, Johnson. Parry it wide.
Lots of bodies in the box. Ball bounces in. Backheel towards goal, now cleared out. Still not out of danger though. Towards the edge of the box, good touch. This could be a chance here. It's a 2v2 if the Ravens move quickly. Pass off target though. Cleared out near midfield, and now maybe Southwest can run onto this.
It was just a rush of blood to the head there. She had it taken an extra touch. I think it could have opened up a bit more for her. She just seen Hallier in space, try to play the ball to her. It didn't really work out there for Northwest. They do survive the counter-attacking scare though.
Ball headed back, and just pinballing around the midfield. The Northwest has yet to settle into this game offensively. But we've seen 3 halves of soccer tonight, Connell, and the team that's looked way better offensively in all 3 halves has been the team going this way, right to left, with the wind at their back. And if that holds true, then Olathe Northwest still has a great chance to come back here in the second 40 minutes. Ball cleared over the sideline. It'll be a throw-in for the Ravens.
Yeah, if she had just got her head up there, might have made the wrong decision in going for Hallier. She had an attacker in the middle, wide open.
Good defending there and some pushing and shoving after the play. Definitely a physical game here as Abendroth and Palmer pushing and shoving after the play. Ball somehow stays in. Abendroth racing over, and she'll tap it over the sideline.
That's great recovery speed there from Abendroth. She smelt the danger with Hope Kim striding towards the byline there. Knew she had to get across and cover it. But yeah, Dave, as you said, the best offensive team have always been shooting towards this goal. So it's at least hope for Northwest going into the second half.
Yeah, if they can get into the half tied, or if they keep this scoreline just down 1 goal, you have to like their chances to get an equalizer in the second half. Although Blue Valley Southwest has been very, very good here in the first half. Can they get a second before the break and really give themselves some breathing room? Over the end line, it'll be a corner kick here.
For the Timberwolves.
Very well defended there.
Back in the corner for the Timberwolves.
Didn't want to dive in, just let Sadie Sant try to take her to the line. Just got it out of play as we see Addie Lang.
Your right-footed in-swinger for Lang. She drops her right hand, puts her foot into it. Good ball towards the back post. Runners are there. No one able to get on the receiving end, though. It goes over the end line. Good ball.
It was a good ball indeed, and it was Sant who was sniffing around there like she has been doing a lot in this first half. A bit of...
Oh, what a great touch and pass there. Really impressive skill. Now long ball forward, looking for Hallier. Her first chance with some space, but they don't have numbers. Cutting back to the middle. 2 defenders in front of her. Can she split them? Dispossessed, though. Maybe a handball in the box. Referee says play on. Well, that was really close as the ball sent back in. What do you think there, Connell? I think that was accidental, but looked like it maybe could have been a handball on the defense. Let's take another look here.
Well, it's Regan Cannonbacker, the captain, the lone senior. And I don't know, I've seen them given. Dave, hand is extended away from the body, and it certainly is that stops the ball going through the Hallier. Real shout for a handball there for Northwest.
Definitely looks accidental, but definitely looks like it did hit off her body, then her arm, and the direction was changed. So a bit of a break there for the Timberwolves as the penalty is not given. Northwest again on the front foot, shot blocked. Another long-range shot blocked. Blue Valley Southwest still not out of danger.
Good work from Hallier.
Centering ball here, chip forward, maybe a chance here for the Ravens. Great goalkeeping and a huge collision in the box. Goalkeeper is down for Blue Valley Southwest. Hope she's okay. It's Kylie Riggs. There was a huge collision, and she was a really brave keeper coming off her line. Looks like she's all right.
She didn't move much there after going to the ground.
Man, really sacrificed her body to prevent that goal-scoring chance. Let's take another look.
That was very brave there from the goalkeeper. That's not only the attacker, but the defender, both closing in there, and I think it was knees to the face of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, big collision.
Very brave from the goalkeeper, Kylie Riggs.
Well, I'll say for the first time all half, Olathe Northwest, the last 2 or 3 minutes has started to get a little momentum going forward. See if they can continue that into the second half, if not steal a goal here before the break.
And to be fair, I think they can feel really hard done by not to have been given a penalty there, Dave. The arm was extended away from the body. Not saying that she actually meant to go for it, but it may have been more reaction than anything. She saw the ball was going by her and her hand popped up. Kept the ball from going any further towards the goal. Definitely seen them given as a handball. That could have changed the whole complexion of this game.
No doubt about it. Looking for Hallier near sideline, can't quite track it down.
I wouldn't have caught that on the motorbike.
Big collision again. The referee is really letting them play physical here in the first half. Now boom forward. Hallier trying to bring it down, unable to do so. It'll be a throw-in here for Blue Valley Southwest, trying to take it quickly. Just a minute left here in the first half. It's got to be a foul, and it is. Anna Palmer chopped down. She gets up sprinting, though, making a run. Timberwolves don't take it quickly, though. Again, this can be very dangerous from here. We saw it go in a similar spot in the first half. High curling ball, well struck. No one on the receiving end.
I have to credit both teams. Been some meaty challenges that have been flying in all over the park, and no real complaints from either team.
Just 20 seconds left.
We'll try and knock this long, it seems.
Ava Patterson's going to run in to take this goal kick. Booms it forward, done really well considering that win. Now just 10 seconds left. Probably not enough time for either side to get a shot. At least not a shot that'll go in. That's going to be it here for the first half. Really exciting first half. Easily could have been 1-1. The difference is Blue Valley Southwest and that goal by Sadie Sant in the 16th minute. That was a great left-footed strike, but pretty competitive first half. And now Connell with Olathe Northwest getting the win behind him. It's setting up this really good potential for an exciting second half. We'll talk about that more after the break. Coming up in the halftime show, we'll have the stats and your first half highlights. Blue Valley Southwest up 1-0 over Olathe Northwest. Here at halftime, you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. 1-0, second half about to get underway. Blue Valley Southwest leads Olathe Northwest. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Lots of action despite just the one goal, Connell, and a lot of it was for Blue Valley Southwest offensively.
Yeah, you've seen that wind carrying the ball. Hope Kim does really, really well. Shows a lot of athleticism to get there. Fizzes it across the box, but it just wasn't enough. This is the goal, though. It's a great turn in by Sadie Sant. Just picks her spot. Lovely little turn. Sends the goalkeeper to the shop. And then has that strike on goal, leaving the goalkeeper helpless. She's the difference between the two sides at the minute.
More chances for the Timberwolves. Ball chipped in towards the goal there.
Yeah, it could have got worse there. It was Chloe Palmer. Just seeing the goal opening up. That was catching practice for the goalkeeper. The one and only shot from Northwest was easy enough corralled by the goalkeeper. She was in a bit of danger afterwards, but that was the one save she had to make.
There's Hannah Palmer, who was a monster in the first half. They had 2 long-range chances back-to-back here within a save minute. That was a diving save there made by Ginger Johnson. And then the handball that wasn't called. This could have made a big difference on the scoreline. Looked like an accidental handball there. You saw Mimi Hallier screaming about it. Call wasn't given. Looks like it was probably a missed call there.
Yeah, actually, I have a certain degree of sympathy for Northwest in that exchange. The ball definitely is going through if it's not stopped by the hand, and the hand is extended away from the body. For me, it should be denial of a goal-scoring opportunity and a handball. But still, we go on. At least Northwest have that breeze behind them to try and even up the odds here, Dave.
Based on what we've seen tonight, like I said, there's been 3 halves of soccer, and the team going right to left, which is south to north, has been much better offensively in all 3 halves. Sideline referee is trying to get the center referee's attention, and it's like it's an offside call.
No, I think it was I believe it was a free kick for a challenge on Mimi Hallier. Looked like it was a pretty tough challenge. The linesman let it go for a second. But yeah, they seem to be going back for the original foul. And that's good officiating by the linesman there, trying to let the ball play, see if there's an advantage, but if not, call it back to the original foul. This will be the first real opportunity we'll see for Northwest to lump it into the box, Dave.
Normally you'd think you might not be able to get it there from here, but with this wind, if they get it high enough, certainly could reach the box, and it will. Edge of the box, being knocked around. Hallier takes on one defender, now trying to get around a second one. Physical play, looked like she was fouled. No foul is given. It's cleared out now by Blue Valley Southwest. Look at the wind, knock that down though.
The referee tried to play the advantage there. Didn't really see where the advantage was, but that's tidy footwork.
Good stuff here by Northwest. Set towards the box. It's nearly an own goal as it's chipped wide. Yeah, corner kick coming up for the Ravens, and they've really used the wind to their advantage here the first 2 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, that was Addie Lang there, just getting her feet caught under her. Really feeling the pressure of that wind early on in this second half. And as we expected, Dave, a lot of pressure coming from the team shooting right to left.
This will be a right-footed in-swinger. The wind will bring it even more towards the goal. Low line drive, and the wind pulls it actually out of play over the end line.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You almost have to overcompensate for that wind. Hit the ball hard into it. But it's very easy for that type of thing to happen. Just steer it wide.
Aspen Patterson on that corner kick. She's been very good tonight for Olathe Northwest. Ball sent forward. That's going to stay in.
Interesting that Southwest are still playing the ball out of the back. Be interesting to see if they keep that up the longer this half goes on.
Long throw in, cleared out. It's going to be recollected by the Ravens. Double team there, but somehow able to split it and keep possession. It's going to be a throw in for Olathe Northwest, deep in the defensive half of the Timberwolves. Throw taken short, but a foul is called, and this is a very dangerous spot on the field for a free kick for Olathe Northwest. From here, you could certainly take a shot at goal, put it up into the wind, or maybe just loft it towards the 6-yard box.
I think that may have been another handball there. Ashley Chaput, not long onto the field. Good chance here for Northwest to try and even up the odds. Is that wind really not subsiding?
Ball won't even sit still for the free kick. Again, we're under a wind advisory. The wind consistently about 20 miles an hour, but gusts up to 45 miles an hour. Still won't sit still, but hammered towards the back post. Good service, but can't quite get on the receiving end. Again, that wind is really going to be a storyline here in the last 35 minutes.
Yeah, she done really well, actually, to keep the ball under control, put it into a dangerous area. You see Southwest still playing the ball out of the back. thinking that that's a better option than kick it into this wind.
Palmer gets it, and what a nice look. Offside, though, barely.
Very, very tight, that one.
Lainey Palmer couldn't quite stay on side, but a really good idea there by Hannah Palmer, and a good idea on the run, just a bit early on it.
Yeah, she done well. Hannah Palmer seeing her forward in space.
Be a chance for the Ravens here. Big collision in the box. I don't think that was a foul, and the referee says play on. This may sound crazy, but if anything, it seems like it may be even windier here. We haven't seen the ball rolling around on free kicks before the last few minutes, but it's happening now, and the flags look like they're threatening to break off the flagpole on the far side of the field. This definitely is going to be to the benefit of Olathe Northwest. Take another look here. Yeah, that definitely wasn't a foul on the Ravens.
I think the Ravens could argue that she did jump in her way, did make a play on the ball. Did impede her going forward. Whether it's enough for a foul, maybe, I'm not sure.
I don't know, what's the strategy here for Blue Valley Southwest? Do they try to park the bus and have everyone back defending, knowing they're going to be under pressure the whole half? Do they keep trying to play soccer like they did so well in the first half? Or what's that balance, knowing they're going into what's a really stiff 20 to 30 mile an hour wind the whole half?
Well, they like to dictate the pace of the game. They like to be the team that are definitely on the front foot, although this wind really does change a lot of things up. You know, they're going to want to continue to play their game, but it's hard enough to do. As you can see, some chippiness here at the edge of the box between a couple of players. Still alive.
Ball sent in now towards the back post. Still not out of danger. There's a chance, but it's knocked out. I thought that was going to be a sure shot on goal for Olathe Northwest. It didn't end up coming to fruition. Good physical play there by Hallier. Dribbling past one. She's chopped down. That's going to be a free kick from a very dangerous spot on the field. I thought that could have even been a yellow.
It's not the first time Sadie Sant has threw in a meaty challenge like that. I think she will be lucky to escape without a yellow card here. Hallier still down, feeling the impact of that big challenge.
Hope she's all right. She's grabbing that right knee. Let's take another look, because this was a really tough challenge. Got past one, the second, knee to knee. Oh, yeah, that looked bad.
Yeah, it's a sore one.
Couldn't tell if she kneed her in the quad or if she got actually the bone knee to knee there.
It did look like knee to knee to me, to be honest, and you're hoping that's just a bit of an impact injury. Usually they can be run off. But if it is a hamstring, they do have some different issues.
Oh, you can see she's in so much pain. I feel terrible for Mimi Hallier. Got past the first defender, second defender extended her leg. We don't know if she'll be able to continue. Obviously, we'll keep an eye as she is going to be helped off the field, but doesn't look good in terms of the odds of her continuing to play. We'll see if she can even put any weight off it. She's going to gingerly walk off, which is great to see.
A collective sigh of relief breathed in Michigan State for next year. That did look like a heavy challenge. Hallier felt every bit of it. You can see making her way off now. Although who's going to step up and take this free kick, as it's definitely close enough that they can have a direct shot on goal.
Seen Aspen Patterson taking a lot of these set pieces. You would think Ruby Wexler could be an option. And look at the ball rolling. Is the ball going to sit still? I don't think we can have like a holder in the NFL to put a finger on the soccer ball, but it's almost needed right now. This is a great scoring chance, and you can hear the wind. You can even see the wind moving the net on the goal, which you can never really see, and it's going crazy, and the flag is, again, at full mast here. Old Glory's hanging in there, baby.
See, they do get their head up. They do have Livy Spurgeon here, wide open on the edge of the area. No one anywhere near.
Ball's moving. Kick towards the back post. Runners are there. Just trickles through.
Just
You like that, Connell? Would you rather a shot from there? What do you think?
In the conditions, it seems, it certainly looked like she probably would have taken it on had it been different conditions. But with the wind as it is, any kind of hit and hope into the area, anything can happen there. You can tell Southwest probably would have been happier if she had taken the shot.
I think that's offside, and it is. Otherwise, that would have been a 1v1 against the keeper for Hannah Palmer. And even though Blue Valley Southwest hasn't had the ball much this half and hasn't had any chances offensively this half, that's twice now they've been close to breakaways. And if they get one of those, that might end up being the difference in this game.
Yeah, they always look dangerous, and that's something that's really, really important for Southwest. That stops all the Olathe Northwest players pushing up forward. They always have to be wary of that piercing threat that Hannah Palmer and Hope Kim, amongst others, pose. As you said, all it takes is one breakaway. They could be in real trouble here.
The Northwest, tons of pressure offensively this half. This is what we expected. But thus far, Blue Valley Southwest is surviving all this pressure.
They have held firm.
Still a ton of time left, though, more than 30 minutes. You would think if Olathe Northwest keeps this up, they'll be able to find that equalizer. We'll see.
Blue Valley Southwest counting down the minutes as this second half progresses. As you say, if anything, it just looks like the wind's got stronger, Dave.
Good idea there. Pass, though, just a bit off target as Patterson was bumped as she tried to attempt that side-footed pass. Now this pass off target intercepted. Could be a chance here for Southwest. Long ball forward. The wind's going to hold it up a little, but the goalkeeper's still able to come off her line to claim it. Ginger Johnson, now she'll roll it out quickly to get things started for Olathe Northwest.
Lainey Palmer just does not stop running.
Sent forward by Southwest, cut out by Northwest. Now sent forward, but just a bit off target. Good first touch and a good turn there. It's Hope Kim playing it back to the middle. Palmer with it. Palmer maybe going to set up a shot here, trying to dribble between two defenders, and great last-ditch defending. Now a long ball forward, and that's going to run. Just got to play it smartly over the sideline. I like that decision there.
A couple of really clever passages of play there from both sides. Good defending there from Abendroth on the other side, knocking that ball long after some initial neat play from Southwest.
Throw in near side towards the box. All sorts of pressure still from Northwest, thinking about a long-range shot. It's blocked. Gonna roll to striker just outside the area, now sending it in. It's chested out. Still not fully out of danger. Now it is, and now Southwest. Been blowing that ball so much it's unable to even be cleared. So game clock's gonna be stopped momentarily. Yellow card is shown.
I can only imagine that's for some argy-bargy between.
And that's Allie Owens gets the yellow, and in high school soccer, you got to leave the field, get an explanation of what went wrong. So this isn't a red card that you may be used to. Normally yellow cards, you wouldn't have to leave the field at all, but doesn't look like Allie Owens likes the explanation, and she will be coming back in. Got to be careful here. Certainly couldn't afford to get a second yellow.
Doesn't seem like Coach Eric Jones much liked it either. Well, she's going to have to be careful.
On the far sideline, Mimi Hallier is waiting to come back in the game, which is a little bit surprising and good to see. She's walking gingerly onto the field, now jogging. We'll see how she does.
I think with the conditions and with how they're playing currently, she can smell blood, Mimi Hallier. She knows that this defense is more susceptible to be broken down in this half.
Ava Carnet's also back onto the field for Olathe Northwest as Hallier near the ball. She's been kind of beaten up all game. You wouldn't think she could take much more. And she could certainly put the ball in the back of the net even if she's not 100%. Not a bad idea on that long-range shot. Goalie spills it, but no one there. Well, any long-range shot like that, especially Connell, if it's up into the wind, that's a nightmare tonight.
Yeah, you can certainly see she was watching the last game from the sideline there. Just thought she would try her luck. Had the goalkeeper at 6s and 7s for a second.
Absolutely no relaxing the whole half for Blue Valley Southwest. They've had the ball only in brief spurts for 5 or 10 seconds. No chance to really just pass the ball around and rest for a second. They get it, and it's almost like an immediate loss, and then they're under pressure again defensively.
And this is where they need their outlet balls here.
Is over the sideline, barely.
Ball to the Ravens.
They need the likes of Lainey Palmer, Hannah Palmer, offer those outlet balls over the top. Nothing balls that they can chase. Just take that pressure off the defense for even a short period. Let them get their breath back.
Hallier back in, looks to be moving pretty well. Can she get this before it goes over the end line? It's rolling, it's rolling, it's gone. Again, the wind just pushing that. And Hallier probably not quite at full speed. You know, I was saying I think if she gets a chance, she might just bury it, but I think also if she has to go into a big contact play, Connell, she may be a little hesitant. As much abuse as she's taken tonight, and great hustle there, but couldn't quite get it. Defender, good job shielding the ball as well. Again, Blue Valley Southwest gives it right back. Here's Ravens on the front foot, dispossessed. Maybe a chance here for the Timberwolves. Good step defensively, but can't miss it if you're going to take that chance. Now it's a 3-on-3. Another late runner coming into the box. Offside flag stays down, but it's cleared out. Some good emergency defending there by Olathe Northwest. Really the first time all half that Blue Valley Southwest has gotten the ball into a dangerous spot.
And that's that outlet ball I was talking about. They know anytime they knock it into space, they have really quick forwards who can chase it, put the Ravens under pressure. And they've eventually won a throw here, Southwest, something they can try and take advantage of.
Edge of the box. Cleared out, but not fully cleared. Contact in the box as well. No penalty is given. Thinking about a long-range shot. Some nice fancy footwork here now into the box. Sent across, cross is blocked. It's going to go over the far sideline for a throw-in.
White ball.
Connell, any thoughts that maybe this could have been a penalty here?
I think it was a bit 6 of one, half a dozen of the other again. Both are at it, both using their shoulders. Although, at the very end, there certainly does seem to be a little bit of a drag.
Back to live action, more physical contact. Oh, again, you think if Palmer would have gone down either of those 2 times she was bumped, that would have been a PK. Give her credit for staying up, though. Tough physical player, but man, looked like that could have been possible shouts for penalties twice there.
I think the second one may have just been a really good last-ditch challenge by Abendroth. The first one, I'm on your side, Dave. If she had went to ground, the referee certainly would have had a decision to make. Second one, I think, was a bit of a better time challenge. Sadie Sant really assured in there. To a calm head. Just winning back possession. Again.
Better stuff from Southwest here. We hadn't seen them really with any momentum the whole half, and now they've been getting some here in the last 2 minutes.
It may not last too long, Dave. So they're going to want to try and take advantage while they can.
Ball sent in. Olathe Northwest needs to be careful here. the impact this wind has had, Connell, it's almost like the team with the wind is playing up a man. That's how it seems. They're just so much on the front foot. The team's going south to north, which is right to left here on the TV. It's been a complete one-way match.
It certainly is a huge help to whatever team gets that benefit, but you do have to take advantage of it, Dave. We have seen in the first game one of the teams not taking advantage, the other team taking full advantage. And it's all on Northwest here to force the issue, try and have some long-range efforts, perhaps. Try and float the ball into the area, put that Southwest defense under more pressure.
Another thing to note, Connell, we can see some rain now in the stadium. It's tough to see, but the wind's pushing it right to left, and that's going to make it obviously more slick down there. Could be tougher on the goalkeepers as well for these long-range shots. Mist looks very heavy when you're talking about 40-mile-an-hour winds blowing it.
It could also be music, almost be music to the ears of the Northwest team, because, you know, goalkeepers are looking at this weather and thinking, oh no.
Got to give a big shout out to our Spectrum Sports crew, especially those of you who are out on the sidelines and outdoors right now. We know this is not fun conditions. You've been out there for hours, so thank you so much for the great work. Ball sent across, top of the box, cleared out. Look at the wind take that, just sailing it over the end line for a corner kick.
Ball ended up somewhere in Missouri.
Nope, it's going to be a throw-in after all. Thought that might have gone over the end line. It's just barely over the sideline. Ball thrown towards the box, going to roll over the end line. Looks like we may have some heavy rain rolling in here in the next 20 to 30 minutes, so stay tuned for that possibly. Ball played short. Pass is blocked, so these tough conditions have gotten even nastier with rain now starting to fall here at the College Boulevard Activities Complex. It's going to be a goal kick for the Timberwolves, but really, what can you do kicking into this wind? You know, Olathe Northwest is going to have everyone up except for two defenders back in midfield, kind of that last line of defense.
You can see the four attackers there for Northwest circling like sharks, waiting on that ball being played out of the area.
Just going to take one mistake, you would think, from Blue Valley Southwest for Olathe Northwest to put a shot on goal. Foul is called.
Yeah, to be so neat and tidy with these balls that they're taking out of the back. So as you said, one stray pass could let Northwest in. And that could spell overtime for both of these sides.
Ball forward is deflected. Maybe a break there for Northwest as there's a couple runners back for Southwest. Ravens need to be careful here defensively. Kim with the turn. Going to tee up a shot into the wind, off the crossbar. Didn't cross the goal line, but maybe another chance now. A big collision. Foul is called, and that's bad luck for Hope Kim. She nearly had the insurance goal that Blue Valley Southwest needed. Clanked off the crossbar, straight down, didn't fully cross the goal line, and Olathe Northwest catches a huge break.
And she almost had started her celebration, Dave. What a hit. Great hit. Goalkeeper was at 6s and 7s, bounces right down. Even the speedy forwards of Southwest couldn't get on the end of that. It was a great effort by Hope Kim. Does really, really well, stays composed, but can only rattle the woodwork.
Valley Southwest with it again. Foul is given, didn't seem like much there, but the referee calling it a little bit tighter this half. really the first time we've seen Blue Valley Southwest with any extended possession this half. Of course, right as I say that, the announcer jinx comes into effect, and the ball's going to go right back to the Ravens.
I think that's all down to the constant and persistent pressure that Northwest has been putting on in this second half. They know they have the wind. They know things can change in an instant in this game. They really have not give Southwest a chance to breathe in this second half.
Possession going to stay with the Timberwolves here. Throw in near midfield. The Northwest getting frustrated with these foul calls. Definitely some contact, but similar plays to what were not called in the first half.
I think that's what can wind up players, honestly. It's when the consistency seems to drop off. Certain things that weren't called in the first half start to get called in the second.
Really good ball played forward and a great first touch. Ball's going to stay in, held up by the wind. Cut into the box. Ball sent across, no one there, at least not yet. Now it's chipped up. Look at the wind wreak havoc on this. Straight up in the air. Player goes down in the penalty box, and a foul is called. Not a penalty, though. It's a foul on Blue Valley Southwest.
Yeah, Hope Kim just runs right through the back of the defender. Good call by the referee. Defender does well to stand her ground. Hope Kim just barges into the back of her.
Played short, a little bit of a surprise considering the wind. You think Olathe Northwest might just boot it forward, but trying to play out of the back. Good job here keeping possession. It's Patterson playing it forward, but cut out now. Again, a foul is called. Olathe Northwest coaching staff throw their hands up in the air. They think these are fouls that are a little too quickly called, but nonetheless, it's the referee's discretion. It's interesting, Connell, the first 15 or 20 minutes of this half, the ball was all at the other end of the field with Olathe Northwest nonstop constant pressure, but the last 10 minutes or so, Blue Valley Southwest has certainly held their own and haven't had to just sit there and absorb pressure like they were early this half.
Yeah, they came right out of the traps to start the second half. I think they knew that all the emphasis was on them. They're the ones that have to make this happen. Kind of seem to have run out a bit of steam in the last 5 minutes or so. And that's got the backup of Southwest. Just feel like they can probably try and grind this out. Although they're under pressure here.
Ball sent in, overstruck, intended for Patterson. She's not able to run onto this. It almost seems like Olathe Northwest has run out of gas, but that would be a little bit surprising. They were so good at the start of the second half. Patterson in for Olathe Northwest. Got to be careful here, and a good clearance. Palmer again, creating offense with her physical play. Gets it back. Has some runners as she lobs it forward. Looking for Kim. Kim can't come down with it, but maybe going to get it back here on the deflection. Keeps her feet. Southwest.
Get back onside.
Yeah, they're one pass away from really having a chance here. That's a good ball. Foot race to it, edge of the box. Got to get that centering ball here. Ravens emergency defending. Now they're going to finally clear it out.
I think Chloe Palmer.
Big collision.
Was leaving the leg in there, hoping that a big tackle was coming when she entered the box. That tackle didn't come.
Keaton Code, senior defensive midfielder, getting up a little gingerly after that big collision. Football tackle there. Not the kind of football you're used to, Connell, the American football.
Yeah, shoulder to shoulder for the most part. See some of the frustration growing amongst the Blue Valley Southwest supporters.
Great ball in to Kim behind the defense. Looked like maybe a little contact, but it's going to be a goal kick.
Goal kick for the Ravens.
Kim's not really arguing, so maybe not as much as I thought I saw there, but what a great ball in, just inches away from connecting.
Yeah, it was a lovely spin off from Hope Kim in the first place to create some space for herself. Great ball in from Addie Lang. Just didn't fall for Kim. You can see she was desperate to get on the end of that. Go short again.
And pretty surprising, the strategy. The advantage you have with the wind, just booming it forward, but we'll see if it ends up paying dividends. It hasn't so far for the Ravens.
And especially with that play as well from a goal kick, if you're going to lump the ball up, you may as well just have the girl who can kick the ball the longest just take the goal kick instead of inviting pressure on from this Southwest team. Their three-pronged attack has proven much to deal with for this Northwest side. I don't know what inviting pressure on will do.
Connell, with what we saw from Olathe Northwest the first 15, 20 minutes of this half, how surprised are you with what we've seen the last 10 minutes with the ball being mainly down on this end of the field?
Yeah, they've certainly had a little bit of a lull. It's one of those things, it's hard to keep up that intensity and that pressure for all 40 minutes. They may have had a little bit of a chance to regroup here. Also, with the elephant in the room, Mimi Hallier not being on the field, really does take away some of the pressure. You see.
And physical play, it's WWE here. Palmer said I didn't foul her, but she's smiling and laughing, which means it's obviously not true.
A couple of hooks thrown there.
Maybe a chance for Northwest, but a key intervention. It's a good first touch there. No one on the receiving end of that pass towards the box.
Kim needs to stay on side here if this ball's to come.
They called that offside. Very close. Honestly, I also thought that might have been a pass back by Blue Valley Southwest, but either way, it's going to be a free kick for the Timberwolves. They take it quickly.
They have been fortunate more than once today here at Southwest. We'll be hoping that that luck continues on for this next 11 minutes or so. They certainly are a very talented team, Dave, but sometimes when it comes to conditions like this, you just see uncharacteristic errors out from the back, and that could be just tiredness.
Well, conditions like this, it just takes one weird bounce, which we just saw right there. Ruby Wexler coming on for Olathe Northwest. Ball played forward. It's going to be cut out by the Ravens back line. Now booted forward.
That's a great touch by Kim.
Referee plays advantage. Let's play continues. Kim is bumped again. Centering pass, well done. Lots of defenders there, though, for the Ravens. Got to be careful here, and they are. Long range shot into the stiff wind, goes way wide of goal. Deflection, though, it's going to be a corner kick for Blue Valley Southwest. See there, Mimi Hallier did return, tried to continue. Looks like she's done for the night with some ice on that right knee. Give her credit for trying to tough it out, but you can tell she's still in a lot of pain there, just sitting on the sideline.
Addie Lang on the corner for Southwest.
I'm sure the Spartans of Michigan State won't mind that. Are taking a little breather for the rest of this game.
Junior Addie Lang going to take this. Wynn's going to push it out away from goal. Good ball, good header. Goalie in the right place to make a good positional save. That's a very well executed play, but Ginger Johnson read it perfectly. Now this ball's going to bounce and run forever. One defender back, unable to control it. It's going to be a throw-in for the Ravens, looking to go quickly here. Less than 10 minutes to go now. Ball thrown into the box, collide off the face. One of the Ravens strikers. Ball knocked up in the air. Cleared out, but not fully cleared. Hope Kim's going to run onto this for Southwest. She gets it back. She's been very good tonight. Look at that speed, racing past the defense. It's a 3-on-3. Kim playing it through. She's onside, into the box. Going to be a shot here. And it gets it back of the net, and that might be all she wrote. Blue Valley Southwest with the counterattack into the wind. They've got the 2-goal lead. What a big goal, Connell.
Take a bow, Hope Kim. Absolutely unbelievable work from the winger here. Wins that ball in her own half. Takes it on, takes it in her stride. You can see the defenders are blowing black smoke chasing her. And then there was still a lot to do here. And that's a great finish in the end from freshman Lainey Palmer.
Ginger Johnson almost made the save. She got her hands on it. Unable
It's Hannah Palmer.
to save it. And Hannah Palmer, who's had such a great game, finally gets the goal. She certainly put in enough work tonight to have 3 goals. But you'd have to think, even with the win, that may be too much of an uphill climb now for the home side. Olathe Northwest is just a back-breaking goal there for the Timberwolves. Like you said, I think Hope Kim gets a lot of the credit, even though it was a great finish by Palmer after the pass.
For sure, and I mean, it takes the wind out of the sails of everything Northwest were trying to do.
Is that a wind joke?
That was a pun that I was trying to just play off.
I was doing that for Joe in the truck. He likes the bad jokes, so there you go, Joe. Here's Kim again. What a great idea. Wind kind of slowed that down. Intended for Chappitt. Gonna go over the sideline for a throw-in for Northwest, but is it too late? Ravens really have to score quick if they're gonna have a chance to tie this up. Ball sent towards the box, headed out. Long range shot. It's gonna be easy for the keeper even on this wet, windy night.
You can see they get the ball in the wing there, but only one Northwest player in the box. Not really putting much pressure on Southwest. They just haven't really taken their chances tonight, Northwest, when presented with them. I mean, you're up against really talented players, the likes of Hope Kim and the Palmers. You need to take your chances. You need to be ruthless in front of the goal. That's exactly what Southwest have done here. They've bided their time. They've sucked up all the pressure. They've hit on the counterattack like they are right now.
Palmer maybe with another chance here. Good job holding it up. Looking to create a shot now. She's going to lay it off instead. Now the attack slowed down for the Timberwolves. Good dribbling here, edge of the box. Looking for Kim. It's cleared out. Timberwolves going to get it back, though. Lots of time and space here in the center of the park. Ball played in. Kim, pass one defender, pass two, taken down. No doubt about that foul call. That's going to be a free kick from a very dangerous spot. The only question here is, can you get it through the wind and beat the keeper? Otherwise, this would be a definite area to take a shot on goal.
I'm running out of superlatives here for Hope Kim. Really, really strong tonight. Really good effort from both sides, but the technical ability of the likes of Kim and Palmer and Addie Lang, who seems to be addressing the ball here for this free kick, makes all the difference. And it will be Lang.
Low line drive. She did get through the wind, but right at the keeper. Ginger Johnson makes it look pretty easy, but that ball was really well hit.
It was struck well indeed. And that would have been the nail in the coffin of Northwest. We still have 5 minutes to try and claw it back.
That would have definitely been the nail in the coffin. I think, though, the Hannah Palmer goal about 5 minutes ago, that looks like that may be too much to overcome here, as Northwest hasn't had any great chances since that second goal. Substitution is senior Leah Palmieri, comes on for Blue Valley Southwest. She'll take the throw-in right after entering the match. Tough night to take throw-ins, especially going that way. Ball lobbed up. It's going to take a weird spin back. Blue Valley Southwest trying to corral it, unable to do so. Now it's just going to be lobbed up with the wind. Goes out right in midfield. It's going to be a throw-in for the Timberwolves.
Credit to Northwest. They're still giving it a go here. Haven't let their heads drop.
Like a handball, and the call is given.
I think the referee's given every handball since the penalty decision.
Could have definitely been a game-changing play. It was not called in the favor of Olathe Northwest near the end of the first half. Good stuff here by Blue Valley Southwest. Patterson's had a good game. Good defending there. Senior box-to-box midfielder for the Ravens.
It's a good work again from Sand.
Just lost her footing there, no foul. Only 3 minutes left, though, and every second that goes by, the odds of the Olathe Northwest comeback get slimmer and slimmer.
3 minutes remaining in regulation.
I bet she's going to chase this one.
Palmer with that non-stop motor. That's got to be a foul. Instead, referee plays advantage, shove in the back there. Finally, the whistle, and maybe they should have played advantage at the end. Clock is going to be stopped, and that's going to be a card. Don't know if that's for the first challenge or the second challenge. Both of those were pretty much directly preventing a breakaway on goal. Could that have been more than a yellow there, Connell? Looked like last defender situation. That's the only reason I would say that.
I can see what you mean. Yeah, it's just Palmer's done really, really well. She's been excellent all night at this kind of thing, being a thorn in the side of that defense. But yeah, she wins a foul, yellow card. Nothing really more about it. There was recoveries in the middle.
Yep.
And maybe if that was different, the referee could have had a bit of more of a decision to make there.
After the foul is committed, we saw this earlier, the yellow card going to require a quick timeout on the sideline, and not a great time to be down a player with a set piece opportunity. Looks like this will be a right-footed outswinger. Question is, will the ball stay still? The answer is no. The answer is no. Now it's a moving target here. Towards the back post, overhead, and look at the wind take that. It's going to push it all the way back towards midfield. Olathe Northwest is going to take it quickly, but do they have enough time to rally? It's going to take a miracle at this point. Especially with Blue Valley Southwest still with lots of numbers behind the ball, even though they are getting forward. They have 4 defenders back against just 1 striker for the Ravens. Still, they managed to be on the front foot. Very impressive. Throw in. Coming up for the Timberwolves.
2 minutes remaining in the regulation.
Now less than 2 minutes left. Looks like it'll be Blue Valley Southwest advancing to face Blue Valley Tigers in the tournament final. Should be a whale of a game.
Should indeed. 2 teams that would probably match up very, very well. Both real individual quality on each end. You know, the likes of Mia Yang will be watching this game, seeing what she's going to be up against. In the likes of Hannah Palmer and Hope Kim, who've really been fabulous tonight for Southwest.
Honestly, don't know who you would favor in that game. Should be a really good one.
Really tough game.
Ball sent in. Good service near post. Bouncing. Poke towards goal. Still loose in front of goal. Lots of Ravens defenders there. Look like they may survive this one. Now just dribbling towards the corner flag. Going to kill off some seconds here. And keep possession. Really impressive stuff there and great patience by Blue Valley Southwest.
Don't know how it stayed out there, honestly, Dave. Look, she can see 1, 2, 3. They're queuing up to take it. goalkeeper's brave, going to feet. And just that wall of black jerseys is enough to snuff out any chance of going down 3-0. Although they will have one final chance here from a corner.
20 seconds remaining.
It's going to be Addie Lang to take this one. Maybe the last big action of the match for either side. Right footer towards the back post. When pushing it out of the box. Just 5 seconds left now.
3, 2, 1.
That's going to be all she wrote. Is Blue Valley Southwest, maybe a bit of an upset. 2-0 win tonight over Olathe Northwest. Very impressive performance, especially Connell. Impressive how the Timberwolves were able to do so well offensively going into that stiff breeze in the second half. That was one of the more impressive things we've seen tonight.
Yeah, Northwest were always going to have to come out and go full-on attack in that second half. And look, credit to Southwest. They weathered the storm that was going to eventually come their way. And then that little bit of individual brilliance really set them apart and give them that 2-0 cushion so they could sail on into the final.
See Kylie Riggs, the goalkeeper there. She gets the clean sheet. As Blue Valley Southwest advances to the tournament finals. We'll take a timeout. It's Blue Valley Southwest 2-0 winners over Olathe Northwest here on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Congrats to Blue Valley Southwest, winners tonight in our second semifinal game. They defeat the Olathe Northwest Ravens 2-0. Sadie Sant ends up getting the game-winning goal in the 16th minute, and now Blue Valley Southwest advancing to face Blue Valley, the Tigers, in the championship game on Saturday. And that should be a good game, Connell. Both teams very impressive here tonight.
Yeah, they really were. I mean, the conditions, they were their own thing, but both teams stood up really, really well. They were up against it at times in both games, but it seems like cream rose to the top, and a bit of individual brilliance in both games was really the separator of both of these games, and will be a very, very good final.
It's all smiles for Blue Valley Southwest. The Timberwolves and Coach Eric Jones, they had a great time here tonight, even playing into the win in the second half. Blue Valley Southwest, very impressive. And they advanced to the tournament finals against Blue Valley on Saturday. Thanks to Joe Novacek and our great Spectrum Sports crew. For Connell McCourt, I'm Dave Borchert saying so long. You've been watching the Olathe Northwest Girls Invitational Soccer Tournament here on Spectrum Sports. Thanks so much for tuning in. So long.